Oh, so I guess we can just like start.
Chris! Yeah!
Okay, I sorry.
Oh my god.
We're back, baby.
I know. Just leave all this in, honestly, Ash.
I'm leaving it in. I'm leaving
Thank
it in.
God. Well, Christopher.
Hello, and welcome after that, nice jaunty theme music that we all heard. Definitely in our ears. To the Book Wars pod. Welcome back, everyone. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yay. The fucking soundboard won't load, so
It's
it's doing Book Wars pod over here.
The continuing saga of my beef with this fucking soundboard will never end.
It really hates you. It really, really hates you.
It hates me specifically. It's out to get me specifically, I think.
Yep.
I heard it say that about you.
The fucking soundboard was talking shit about you, man. I don't know. Said, you're not fucking Kristen. Don't try. Don't.
Bold of you to assume that Kristen could work it either.
That's
that is bold.
True.
Oh, I still haven't told her I'm going to be in Portland. I should do that.
Oh my
When
god.
are you going to be in
Hey,
Portland?
Burb, I'm going to be in Portland next month.
Wait, when next month? Am I going to be gone?
21st through 25th-ish.
Well, I leave on the 23rd, so...
If you're listening, don't stalk us. It's weird.
I'm just gonna
I could probably do something around then.
Can we cut this out? Chris, can you finish doing the fucking intro? Jeez.
I'm just gonna put elevator music over it, you know?
There you
Oh my
go.
god, yes, please do that.
Yep. Now, some more discerning listeners may be like, wait a minute, why are they saying welcome back? They released an episode last week. Yes, dear listeners, let me introduce you to the magic of podcasting. We recorded that episode many moons ago.
Months. Literal months
In
ago.
our defense, we were waiting until the strike was over.
That's
no,
true.
It was intentional.
And also, extremely funny.
And then I had major
I'm pretty
surgery.
sure we said in it that the strike was happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, can you tell us what the fuck we're reading and where our charity is, and then we can shoot the shit?
No.
Please. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Why did I let you bring us in?
This was quite literally your idea.
Yeah, I know.
This week we are starting Out of the Shadows by Justina Ireland, another book in the High Republic series. I don't really know how to describe the High Republic. Literary experience.
Jesus.
And for our book, we are encouraging people to donate, if they can, to the Palestinian Feminist Collective, an intergenerational collective of activists, organizers, practitioners, creators, thinkers, artists, scholars, healers, water and land protectors, life givers, and life sustainers. They are committed to achieving Palestinian social and political liberation by confronting systemic gendered, sexual, and colonial violence, oppression, and dispossession. So, donate.
Give
to
them your
them.
money. Because everything there sucks right now. Holy crap.
Give them
Yeah,
your
that's
money.
like understatement of the century.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, did you want to keep making plans with Burb about that you being in Portland?
Yeah, Bert, maybe like Thursday evening.
I have a really early flight the next morning, so we'll see.
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm
dying.
gonna be done working by like.
I need you both to know I'm dying inside.
That is fair.
I'll
But,
be done working early.
but yeah, we've been on hiatus since early September, I want to say, because, Ash had surgery, we and Burb were traveling, Ron doesn't stop traveling for work ever. Argos is basically our dog now.
This is true. He does love our backyard.
He
though.
does. He's a sweet boy, and we love him very much. But yeah, no, life has been lifing. So, but we're back.
We're back.
So
You didn't ask for this.
I know.
Here
so
we are.
Hooray for everybody.
It's the beauty of it. No one asked for this. And yet here we are.
And somehow you are listening. Thanks for that, you poor soul.
I was gonna joke, thanks for that, Mom, but no, she gave up listening.
Fuck!
Oh. So Star Wars, huh?
So, Chris,
if
what are
we
you
must.
drinking?
I am drinking a Palisade Peach Wheat Beer from Breckenridge Brewery here in beautiful Colorado.
Is it from Breckenridge?
It was, in
Sure
fact,
is.
Breckenridge Brewery is famously located in Breckenridge, Colorado. This is true.
Makes sense.
Which we have never been to.
Yeah, we've never actually been up there, which we should. I hear it's nice.
I've heard good
I hear
things.
it's like the mountains, but like the least rich people part of the mountains.
Woo.
Like, I don't really want to go to Vail because, like, why? Like, we can't really afford to go to Vail or Aspen without
Is it-
selling
Do you have money
our
for
souls
that?
and at least one kidney between the two of us. So,
You only
Right.
need one, right?
I mean, between the two of us, we need more than one, I would say.
I know nothing about the human body. I'm just saying things to make
You need at
noise.
least one kidney. I'm gonna tell you what. I am just drinking. Well, I was gonna have alcohol, and then I was all the way sleepy, so I'm just having tea. I don't actually know what the fuck this is called. It's like the Tea Spots version of Lady Grey, which, well, how is that different from Earl Grey? Because it has orange instead of bergamot and also vanilla. So there you go. Fun facts for y'all.
Also, it's a lady.
Yeah, correct. Burb, what you got?
I am drinking a beer. Former pod favorite. It's been a while since we've had it on. I've got the. Yeah, it's the Let's Play, a dry hopped Pilsner from our friends over at Level Beer here in Portland. Level Beer, of course, of having Star Wars themed t shirt fame. Oh, is that a level one?
I am wearing a Level Beer sweatshirt right now.
Chris is wearing a
fact.
Level Beer sweatshirt right
Wearing one
now.
of their belts right now.
Oh my god.
I am
fuck off.
wearing a Level Beer hat right now. It's good stuff. They're nerds.
You're like wearing a level.
Tell me why I saw the L on your hat and thought it meant lesbian.
I mean,
Oh, I
Because-
assumed it was a Luigi hat.
Why was
Oh
that
my
my
God.
first thought?
Listen,
Because-
it's green. It has an L on it. I don't know what
So
anybody wanted me to expect.
that's so
I don't know
on
how the
brand.
I don't know how the fucking lesbians telegraph to each other. I don't even know
well,
if you are a lesbian, quite
you,
frankly.
you can tell from the shape of the hat, first of all.
Oh my god.
The L stands for level of Level Beer. Our
I
favorite
also like
nerdy.
that I didn't question
beer
for 1
people.
second why you'd be wearing a Luigi hat.
I'm more.
Wow.
Like my player in Mario Party is always Waluigi, so I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, all this is on brand. It could be beer, being gay, Luigi, doing great. I like how you also have a Migration Brewing like shirt on, so like it's beer o'clock over here.
Yeah, I keep wearing my migration sweatshirt to the not migration brewery down the street, and I'm like, I know we're all friends here, but I do feel weird sometimes. I'm like, what's up?
It's fine.
I don't have a Breakside
you-
sweatshirt, but I'm giving
look
you all my
cozy.
money.
I'm drinking what I normally drink because it's 9 p.m. on a weekday, water. But also because earlier my father made me a cocktail that was a Jack and Coke, and he definitely put some Coke with the Jack. So I'm definitely feeling the effects from that.
Got it.
So we're trying to drink it off.
As it should be.
I like how you're so responsible. You're like, it's a weeknight, so I'm just drinking water, and I'm just like, it's a weeknight. I don't give a flying fuck about anything. Like,
It's a weeknight.
Ah, I remember caring about that.
oh my god. If
I have
If
shit
my-
to do tomorrow.
so do I, and yet here I am. I really, if my boss Aaron Goins, like literal boss Aaron Goins of Star Wars Bookworms, is listening to this, no, I'm not. I didn't do anything. You heard me say I was drinking tea. Anyway, it's fine.
Ashton over here, like, I have shit to do tomorrow. Me, meanwhile, in addition to my beer, I popped a CBD gummy about 45 minutes ago because I had a
Hell
shit week
yeah.
at work so far, and it's only Wednesday. So
I thought about having a gummy, and then I was like, I don't know if it's ever gone well when I've had one on the podcast. Except
That's
for like
accurate. It's only
Like-
happened twice.
all I remember is the one time, and you could tell the exact moment it hit when we were recording.
yep, correct.
So maybe we'll just leave that for like.
I've recently been getting into gummies, courtesy of from Last Beautiful Town, who
Did
sent
she
yeah.
send them
to
through
me.
the postal
She
service
sent
again?
them to me through the postal service.
She loves to send it through the
That's
postal
right.
service.
And then my dad. So my name's Ash Jefferson. My dad's name is Jefferson Ash, and he opened the package. He was like, "Why the fuck is somebody sending me weed gummies through the mail?"
Oh,
How else are you gonna send it?
that's wonderful.
But anyway, I discovered that if I have 5 milligrams, nothing happens. But if I have 10 milligrams, I start playing video games with the TV off. So learning the balance.
There's a
Incredible.
Oh my god, that's so. I love you both very much.
Man, we gotta find out where we can get some mushroom capsules.
Oh man.
Oh,
I was told not to do that right now. So
I could
you do
probably.
that.
I mean, other than a certain friend of the pod.
Well, sure, yes. I'm more meant because they are legal in Colorado, but yes, that's
It's true.
I love
Oh,
just
no.
implicating Jess and shit anytime we record something.
Oh, I mean, honestly, what part of her like public person isn't implicating herself in like many things? So it's
That's
fine.
totally true. I would also like to clarify, she sent me a lovely post-surgery care package that included gummies.
Oh my god, that's wonderful. She actually texted me. She was just like, "Hey, after you like had your surgery for your reduction, what was helpful to you? Because I'm sending Ash care packages." I was like, oh, "This is adorable." She's like, it's extremely just like nurturing auntie thing, and I'm just like, yes, I love this.
What was helpful to you during your surgery recovery? A tall person, so I didn't have to lift my arms
I mean,
above my head.
I was like, I don't know if she managed to do it, but I was like, if you can send him like a grabber.
I had one.
Fuck yeah! Dude, it's really hard to bend over and pick stuff up, okay?
I never
couldn't.
found
They
that
were
the
like, "Don't
grabber
do
was
it."
helpful.
I'm 5'5".
I could never grab anything.
A grabber would just
Yeah.
be helpful in life, regardless of surgery.
That's true. That's true.
Tall boy over here, Jesus.
I've never been called that in my life. Thank you.
Well, you're taller than I am, so that counts.
It's true.
Been called many things. Tall ain't one of them.
Oh god. All right. Should we talk about Star Wars?
I love the Star Wars.
Okay. Let's talk about Star Wars.
I even read something about it.
Wow. Look at you.
What?
Wild times.
So proud of you.
I know. I've decided to name this the Kristen McDonald Memorial Discussion Question.
Rest in peace.
Yes. I don't know. I was on one when I was making this fucking outline, okay? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, when and where are we?
You probably don't want me to say the galaxy far, far away, huh?
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know who I'm waiting for to answer this question.
I already started talking, so I can answer some things.
Ooh.
Who the fuck wrote after the Valo debacle the taxation of trade routes to outlying systems?
Wasn't me.
This guy.
Oh
Fucking-
my.
Listen, chapter.
I
like,
want
the
to say that
prologue
I hate you.
No,
I
you
love it
don't.
so much. I love it so much.
I know you do. I know you do.
I hate you.
That's why also where below under my comment you wrote rude, I also know that you don't hate me because you know it's true.
Oh man.
But I wrote it because, so for those following along at home who aren't necessarily reading at this moment, the first chapter of this book is like very deep into, oh man, the Transportation Guild was protecting us and now we're trying to reunionize, but it is not going well. And
Excuse
Hollers are
you.
struggling.
Excuse you. It was not the first chapter. It
Was
was
it
the
the prologue?
prologue.
I couldn't.
Controversial things.
I figured I had a 50-50 shot.
Do
I
you
couldn't remember which
do
one
you
it
or
was.
do you not enjoy prologues? We had a fight about this one time in workshop when I was in grad school about whether or not prologue should exist. But anyway, it was the prologue.
I have
What is
no
your
problem with.
stance?
I have no problem with a prologue personally. I think many of them are not done well, and honestly, this one didn't need to be a prologue. It could have been chapter 1.
No, actually.
In your view, why not?
Well, first of all, I am pro prologue. My book actually has one. Maybe that's why nobody wants to pick it up. But the I think the prologue is fine because there is a significant enough time jump between the events of the prologue and the actual main story. It's a few weeks that Syl is on
Yeah.
Coruscant.
I guess that's true. Okay. All right, I'll accept that.
Whereas everything else happens within like either simultaneously or within a few days of each other.
All right.
So fuck you.
Yeah. Fair.
So we're after Valo.
Yeah.
There's not a. They're not actually talking about taxation of trade routes, but it is not entirely dissimilar. We spent a lot of time on the Starlight Beacon, which is interesting because everyone's still like recovering from the fucking shitstorm of the Republic Fair. And they're all just like still hanging out there. Like, so that was weird, right?
Yeah, it's definitely like it's for us, like we know that this whole like era started with the Legacy Run disaster, and that's been mentioned, but it's very clear that the Republic Fair attack was like the watershed moment for a lot of people. Like the Legacy Run and like the skirmishes with the Nile that happened after that were very clearly like not super cared about.
Right, because they felt like isolated incidents. Like
Yeah.
when you attack the Republic Fair, you're like literally they were like, we are attacking the Republic. So
That is a very clear active
it's big boy terrorism.
terrorism. Like, it's very targeted. Also, did someone say
Can we all
in
just
this...
take a moment to establish that Kate just said big boy terrorism?
I was okay, thank you, because I wanted to clarify what would little boy terrorism be.
the skirmishes from before?
Yes, and or dropping a bomb in a fucking like trash can in Times Square and it doesn't go off because you're an idiot. And thank God for that.
That's fair. All right, I'll accept little boy terrorism.
I was in
I don't
New
think we
York
should
during
be
9/11.
expecting any definition. I don't think we should be establishing little boy or big boy terrorism.
It's the Incredibles meme when he's doing the math is math.
Oh, nice.
Terrorism is terrorism.
Fair enough.
Listen, what's a little light treason among friends?
Oh no.
It's
It's
fine. We're just trying to take the heat off Jess.
Oh my god. Says you were on like a government watch list by accident for a while, I swear to God, because your mom, who has a very Arab maiden name, fucking sent you a
It's not, but Americans think it is.
yeah, well, whatever.
It's
Americans
very.
are
It's a
very
very-
stupid.
Foreign fucking name.
It is.
Quote unquote. I'm
Hashtag
using air
foreign.
quotes here. You can't see because it's a podcast. Anyway, she sent you she sent you like Harry Potter and Arabic?
No. So I ordered that for Arabic
Mm.
class. So
Yep.
for those who don't know, I think I've mentioned this in the past. I minored in Arabic in college.
Did you really?
And yes.
And
I
all
did.
that is gone now.
And as a
Fucking
as
mood.
a
I
reading
minored in a
exercise-
language too.
yeah, right. Way to use that shit. Anyway, so as part of that, I ordered the first Harry Potter book and this is before JKR was outwardly bullshit. But I ordered the first Harry Potter book in Arabic just as like a reading exercise of like, oh, like this is a book I know, like let's see how easy it is to read. Not easy, fun fact, still. But also, it took like literally 6 months to get to me, and when it did arrive, it was like shrink wrapped, but there was like a slit cut through the shrink wrap very clearly. Like it was very clear that this book had been Homeland Security'd. So
And then for several years after that,
Did you have to get that imported? You could get that.
Burb, this was like 2010. I could not get that
Okay.
in the US.
and then for several years after that, Chris kept getting quote unquote randomly selected whenever he went through
the random
TSA.
selections, yes.
Oh boy.
So
I also
I
just
haven't
had the
been
thought.
randomly selected in a while, actually. It's pre-check. That's what. Duh.
Very
Mm-hmm.
similar to the vibe of me bringing. There's this audio recorder that I brought to a trip where I was hanging out with a podcast friend, and it's a Zoom H1 for anyone who knows what I'm talking about. It's like a little portable audio recorder that kind of vaguely looks like a taser. I will give them that. But they thought I brought a taser through TSA, and I said it's an audio recorder. And they were like, okay. And I have been randomly selected through TSA ever since that event.
No.
My
oh my god, how dare you try to tase people with your equipment.
my
I was-
go.
I wasn't fucking tasing anybody. I was recording a shitty Star Wars podcast in 2017, okay?
Weren't we all?
My drunken high school physics teacher used to tell a story about how he acquired a lighter that was like looked like a hand grenade
Oh
and
no.
forgot to take it out of his carry-on
Oh no.
when he went on a plane. And they were just like, this person can't possibly be this stupid. That they assumed he was like conducting some sort of test of the system, like some sort of evaluation of the system.
See, that's the benefit of the doubt you get when I assume this person was a white man.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, there you go. Wow.
I had the thought that now I want to try to get Harry Potter in Russian, but then that's a bad idea in so
No,
many
it's-
ways.
It's absolutely a bad idea, right? Right, a lot, probably like a lot of the time, but especially right now.
Yeah, on it,
most
yours might
of the
get Homeland
time.
Security if you did that.
Yeah, well,
I love this is somewhat related. I love being the trans person in people's lives and then being like, is it okay to still like Harry Potter? I'm like, am I the fucking judge and jury on this? I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god. That's
You're the wizard police, Ashton.
oh my, yeah, that's why he has a taser.
you're a wizard, Ashton.
Jeez.
People like, I don't fucking know, nor particularly care, quite frankly. So, like,
People are wild, man. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So that
Shaking.
is very famously about Star Wars.
So the taxation of trade routes to outlying systems, famously under dispute.
Yes. I'm just shaking my head at other people. Yeah, okay. So what the fuck is going on in this outline? All right, so we spend probably a lot of the first read the first third of this book on Starlight Beacon. We're also, I think I mentioned, we are also on Coruscant, because Syl is trying to get literally anyone to listen to her about how hinky shit is going on with hyperspace. And Nan is back from Into the Dark. She, if you may recall, was the girl that Wreath developed a crush on because he's a dumb little
The first,
anxious baby.
but not the last.
Okay, we'll talk about Wreath
he
in a
still
hot
has a
ass
crush on
second.
her too.
Well,
for what
yeah,
it's
he
worth.
sure does. And then he finds out that she's Nile, and he's like, "Oop."
Well, this is awkward.
So yeah, so the Nile have been mostly chased out of. It seems like a lot of their ground like hiding places, and so are mostly operating just like out of their fleets. So we're on various garbage ships. And there you go.
Various garbage ships and one nice ship.
Yes, correct. Well, we mentioned Wreath. The next point, the next general point on this outline is, which I wrote, was, "Please Lord help me with all these horny teenagers," because please Lord help me with all these horny teenagers. I was
There's
just
a
like
lot going on.
cackling.
I do
this
not remember
entire-
that about being a teenager.
I mean, is it a teenage boy thing? Because I sure do.
I mean, I also
Maybe.
didn't know I was gay, so there's a difference.
Yeah, it's fair.
That's fair.
I'm asexual. I can't comment on this matter.
All right, well,
But-
as our resident former horny teen,
I hate everything about that phrase.
But yeah, it's very honestly, it's very like refreshing to see characters deal with feelings of attachment
Of
in
horny?
a healthy way. Yes, feelings of horny in a healthy way. There's not a floating fruit to be seen in this book.
Fucking.
Um sorry, the look I just got from Kate.
I like Miranda's crying and I'm about to like gut myself and Ash just like
Ash
rolls
is
his
just
chair off
gone.
screen. He's out of here.
But in all seriousness, like Imri is having a lot of trouble handling not even his own emotions, but other people's emotions. And like he is not given the Yoda conceal don't feel speech like Anakin was.
which is a good thing. Emery's got a lot of difficult and complex feelings, so
And like there's also that youngling who has the crush on, or that Padawan who has the crush on Imri. And Vern is just like, heh, cute, as opposed to like imminent danger to the Republic,
yes.
which is also like a positive development compared to the Jedi that we're used to.
Also, speaking of Vern, this like listen, we have all my favorite disaster children and main children in the same place. So we've got Wreath and we've got Imri and we've got Comac. And then we have poor Vern out here just being like the one single voice of reason, just like trying to like legitimate, like not listen, everyone's trying to do their best, but she's like actually trying to do her best. And she's just like, she's so tired. Like, it's too much.
She's 17 and surrounded by horny Padawans, and she's like, I can't do this.
She's just like, all of you are dumb boys, and also I'm ace, and everything is stupid.
She is the classic former gifted kid on Twitter, like talking about how depressed they are and burned out right now.
Rude.
Oh.
Like she's absolutely going around liking tweets that liking space tweets that are something along the lines of like, were you a gifted student or were you just emotionally neglected? Stellan.
We are all silent.
I was
Because
going to say, did I just end the pod?
Yeah,
Well,
you
it's
did.
been a
Well,
good run,
mic
everybody.
drop. This is awkward. Goodbye.
Hit a little too close there, guys.
Oh no.
I already said rude in the outline.
I didn't even read this book, and I feel a little attacked. Like
I know, right?
She's not even a formerly gifted kid. She's still very gifted, and everyone's like,
I know. She like runs
"You're
into
12."
Yeah, that Padawan who like has the crush on Imri, being like, oh my god, you're so famous. You passed your Jedi trials at 15. She's like, yep, and now I'm 17. Anyway, can I have a ship? And I was just like, oh my god, this poor woman.
And then the cloud said, no, fuck you.
The cloud is about to be my favorite character. The sentient cloud that only yells. I'm like, I want to be a sentient cloud that only yells. That's how I feel every day.
I also do love that everybody
sorry,
is like
the
Vern
what?
can't drive.
The sentient cloud that only yells.
Oh, it's my
my
favorite part of
mistake.
the
Now I understand perfectly.
Ashton, Rogue Pod reads legends. I know for a fact that is the weirdest thing you've encountered in a book on a podcast.
We're not talking
is my
about
favorite,
Waru
like,
right
thing
now, okay?
This is my favorite thing about reading the High Republic is that we just get to say shit, and he's like, "The what?"
Literally what?
Uh-huh. The cloud changes colors too.
Yeah, depending on their mood.
It goes from anger
Okay.
to more anger, but different
And
colors.
sometimes they live in a jar and sometimes they don't.
And they also won't give Vern a car.
Yes, because
Star
Vern is perfect
Stop.
in every way. What?
Star Wars started out so simple, you know?
I know.
It
I
did-
know. I know. Tell me about it.
The problem is Chris is right. I've definitely read more weird shit in Legends.
And you know what? Make Star Wars weird again is what's happening right now, honestly. But yeah, no, Verna's perfect in every way except that she's like Anakin and she will not stop crashing ships, and I love that about her. I think that's fantastic.
Is it Comac who's like, who is your master? Who taught you how to
Mhm.
drive?
Mhm.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, that makes sense.
Yes. Yep. It's Comac.
Okay, but it is very funny though. Like, she is different from Anakin in one way. It is allegedly not her fault that she's crashing the ships. Like, she's like, listen, one got shot down by the Nile, one got blown up on Valo. Neither of those is my fault. Whereas Anakin's like, yeah, I crashed that one. Yeah, I crashed that one. Caught in a gravity well. Shot down, but kind of my fault because I flew into it.
Only Anakin Skywalker famously of only very exciting landings. Oh my god. All right.
That's the
So
drop. Another happy landing.
but yeah, all right. Y'all, puberty wreath is happening and it's too funny to me. I'm just like, he just like, I don't know, man. He just woke up one day with suddenly just like boobs, and I'm like, dude.
Listen, who
Aren't
among
we
us?
all?
I don't know. Anyway, fucking
I don't know.
I'm living for the fact that like Imri, who this poor baby empath, is just like sensing Wreath's horny, and he's just like, ew.
Don't look at my mom.
Oh god. Anyway, I'm worried about these kids. I'm also worried about Comac because Wreath seems to think that he's not really. I mean, is anyone dealing well in the aftermath of the Valo disaster? Absolutely the fuck not.
No,
And
that's the whole
also-
point of everything on the Starlight Beacon. They're like, we're doing bad.
It's real bad.
Also, has Comac ever given the indication that he's okay?
No.
Like ever in his
No.
life?
That's why I love him, because he's garbage. The only person who's more garbage than him is Elzar, yeah. So, you know, he's got that going for him. He's not Elzar.
Comac, in my head, he does not look like this in real life. In real life, he is a darker skinned person, but in my head, he's played by Keanu Reeves, and it really, really works. Like,
It's about the hair.
I'll leave you all with that image as we get into the second part of this book.
Oh my god.
know what to do
But
with
just
that.
just try it on for size. It works really well.
Interesting. In brighter news, with all these knuckleheads, we've talked about Silvestri Yarrow just a teeny bit. I already love her. She's great. I can't wait for them all to collide, as doubtless they will do. But yeah, no, she's sassy and she's sick of rich people, and I'm just like, hell yeah, I relate to this.
The best, my favorite part from this section was when the fucking rich dude, xylophone Graph, he like rolls up to the shitty like space diner she's at, like the space dive bar, the space
Yes.
drive-in. This is Space Triple D.
Oh my god.
And he's like, we're going somewhere else to eat. And he like
He's like-
drops a bunch of money on the table. That's probably more than this place has made all week. And she just like grabs some of it.
I love that moment so very much. She's just like, that's for me now. And I'm just like, yeah, it is.
Like, this is mine, actually. Thank you.
It's that and her being so annoyed at when he upgrades her to the fancy ass hotel, and she's like, please, droid, stop asking me every 15 minutes if I need water. I'm going to kill you.
Okay, like that. I would also hate that.
Oh yeah.
It's a very big mood.
Oh yeah. I get it. 1000%.
But like half of her internal monologue in this section, like after she meets him, is just, you know, I don't like you.
I know, she's just like,
But you
you
seem like you would give me a lot of money if I asked for
Yes.
it.
Yes. She just looks at him and she's just like, you're a piece of shit. But also, I believe in the redistribution of wealth. What if you redistributed it to me? And I'm like, that's so real. Like,
Space money can be used.
for goods and services.
Capitalism is a nightmare, but she's gonna eat the rich.
Yes, she is. Okay. So, one thing I wanted to dive into, I'm sure we will get more of this throughout the book, but um we've been talking throughout discussing the High Republic about just like how we are starting to see a shift in the role of the Jedi Order in the galaxy, and I feel like that's just a really explicit kind of debate in this one, what with them trying to decide what to do about the Nile. So what's so should they, all right, I wrote down, should they be, the questions are like, should they be peacekeepers, should they be police, should they keep being educators slash force scholars? Who wrote Stellan and 57 question marks?
Who do you think?
Okay, well, go on then.
I mean, like, all right. So I talked when we read,
You were
The
like, I
Rising
talked,
Storm.
and then paused, and I was like, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. I talked when we read The Rising Storm about my feelings on Jedi Master Stellan Gios. I will repeat them for anybody who missed those episodes. That dude sucks. He like literally like how much everybody hates prequel Yoda rightly. Like how much everybody rightly hates like Little War Crime Gremlin prequel Yoda. Like Stellan is like the reason that like prequel Jedi exists. Like he is the poster child for what if we became magical space wizards for all of the poor people in the world. And like he's like super like gung-ho about working with the Republic, about like being galactic police. It's y'all are gonna get more of it, believe me. Like he is like having bad like his friends are pissed at him because he's being such a fucking dick lately. Like he's changing his appearance to look cooler. Like I don't know. He is. I dislike Stellan Gios.
Really?
Yes. In case you can't tell.
Is it because he also has a disheveled beard?
I mean, listen. I could have a Stellan Gios disheveled beard if I wanted to.
Oh dear.
Um,
I have to live with that though.
That's why I don't.
Uh-huh.
I've been requested not to. In fact. But yeah, like he is very high and mighty and very like pro procedure to the point of not getting anything done for procedural sake. And it is really starting to come out in The Rising Storm, but also in this. Like in The Rising Storm, we kind of saw him become the de facto, like, look at this cop standing on a hill protecting us all from danger, because of some wonderful Republic propaganda that was filmed during the attack on Valo. And like he has really taken that role and run with it and just become this, like, when you first meet him, he kind of seems like proto Obi-Wan, where he's like a stickler, but like he's got a funny side. But like now he's just like,
But also, like, he's got no practicality to him too. Is
exactly
part of the problem? Yeah.
Like for somebody who has spent time outside the Jedi Temple, you sure would not know it. Like he is very much, the rules say that you need to send one of your best Jedi to me for a wild goose chase. I don't care if you have actual things to do with them.
He's that motherfucker who actually printed out the employee manual and then carries it around with him,
God,
and then
so right.
like pulls it out during meetings, and he's just like, actually, on page 357, paragraph 2.
He volunteered
Fuck
to have
you.
the workers' compensation poster up in his office.
Oh my god. I'm also interested in the fact that, like, how much did it get to his head? I think Vern says at some point that he's like the only person in any kind of leadership position who came out of the Valo attack with like good, like, what is it called, public sentiment around him. Like everybody else is just like, everyone's mad at everybody else, including the Chancellor.
Yeah. And Like,
Even though the cancel's like in the hospital because she's like 95% dead. Like it's ridiculous.
She almost died, and then it was Stellan standing over her like, I am the hero.
Yep.
yes.
With his one sad emo Anakin tear. Yeah.
And we are already starting to get the sense that it changed him. Like Vern has this conversation with Avar about, and after Avar is already clearly pissed at him, and Avar, for those who don't remember, is like besties with Stellan. Like, it's Stellan, Elzar, and Avar are
Which
like.
can we? I want to see more interactions between Vern and Avar so bad because, like Vern, Avar is surrounded by fucking idiots. It's
This
like
is true.
Anyway.
But yeah, and those three are just like out here at the beginning of Light of the Jedi, like we're the three best friends that anybody could have. But like but they are all like abandoning each other right now. Like Elzar obviously got drunk and
Horn dog.
tried to fucking grope Avar in public, which doesn't go well famously for the Jedi.
Elzar fucks.
Elzar
unfortunately.
famously and canonically fucks. But like I almost called him Stefan. Stellan, listen, he feels like a Stefan. I'm just gonna say.
Oh my god.
Stellan like is very much like, oh, that's nice with all your little field experience, Avar. But some of us are doing real jobs here in the bureaucracy.
I know.
And so like Vern is not super comfortable with him right now. Like, she's happy to talk to him. She's happy that she's going to go see him again. And yet, she has a conversation with Avar about, like, so what if I don't tell him about my light whip?
Mm-hmm.
Because she's made unorthodox modifications to her lightsaber, which is, as we know from, other Star Wars media, an incredibly personal not just weapon, but tool and device, and really just an extension of oneself, as Obi-Wan famously tells Anakin after he loses his third one. and it's like, it's kind of awkward not being able to share that with your master, or being afraid to share that with your master.
Right. Like, she asked Avar, who was just like, also just way up in the Jedi pecking order, and Avar's just like, what your dad doesn't need to know isn't gonna hurt him. And I'm just like, oh my word. Like, it's not good.
Yep.
Inevitably he's gonna find out about it in this book, I'm certain, because otherwise why drop that? And he's gonna shit his fucking pants. And like, I can't.
She was very much like, just tell him like later.
It's not important right now.
Go do this.
It's not pertinent information, so
go talk to these people.
Dishonesty if he doesn't ask you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not lying if you don't say anything.
I love Avar.
Avar's great. Avar, you're so right. Avar is just out here surrounded by idiots.
I know. It's her and Vern, and they're just, I don't know. They're like they're holding a pile of crap together, both of them, with their respective like group like colleagues and stuff. It's like, it's a whole situation. Like, nothing changes. Vern's here just being like, why so horny, do your job. And Avar's also like, why so horny, get away from me and do your job. Like, it's like
that awkward moment where you're holding just the entire Jedi Order on your fucking, like, just putting them on your back with a broken leg, but then Yoda outlives you.
Good. Should we talk about hyperspace?
It's weird.
Yeah. Hyperspace. It's a literal series of tubes that no one understands how they work.
I don't know if I'm just
how do they work?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm making this up or if I'm projecting or what, but I feel like in the film canon, like, I don't know if it's just because they never talk about theoretical space physics, but like, everyone seems to kind of know what's going on.
I mean, when does Star Wars actually use? It's certainly not. It's no Star Trek. They don't. They all. The rules are made up and the points don't fucking matter.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure like the canonical answer from Pablo Hidalgo of how does time work in hyperspace is however it needs to. So
Yeah. So
And
that's good.
I will say, I guess it was Syl during this, but you know, folks were very much talking about like, we know how to use hyperspace. We know how to fly through it, and we understand that there are, you know, HOV lanes.
Right.
That stands for hyperspace lanes.
Thanks.
hyperspace occupancy vehicles. But does the Prius still get to go in it for free?
Oh my god.
Christ. We understand how to use the hyperspace lanes, but like,
Right.
what's going on there?
It's like it's fascinating to me how much like, you know, even in the current Star Wars era, how much they just don't know, it seems like, about how hyperspace and how it works. It's almost like, you know, it's almost like back in the day when we had discovered like radioactive materials and they could be helpful and they can, you know, they can help provide power, and also let's eat them.
Don't eat them.
Like, you know, like it's just like,
Don't lick the
Like,
uranium.
I don't lick the
Let's make uranium glass. That sounds like a good idea. People can
Don't-
put that in their homes.
Don't
I
lick the
know.
watches, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like seems a little bit risky, but okay, you know, whatever. I do enjoy that we're getting some, I don't know, like I it's me, and this is the kind of nerd I am, where I'm just like, I'm kind of enjoying the like the theory around hyperspace. We read in, I think it was Light of the Jedi, about hyperspace prospecting, and that's how the Centecas made their fortune. And now we have the Graphs, the Graph family, who have done the same thing, except seems like in an even shadier fashion. And I'm only calling him Xylophone now because you said it, Miranda. But but he's just like, I am a foremost like hyperspace scientist, and I'm like, you're an asshole, but also tell me more.
I love world building, and I'm so interested in this, and it makes no sense.
Mhm.
I
They're
do
very
love how
much
much
making
they've
it up.
absolutely leaned into how little sense hyperspace makes
Mhm.
in the past few years in Star Wars. And I mean, they did that in like fucking like the movies too a little bit. Like hyperspace doesn't make any goddamn sense in the movies. Like, oh, you can only you can only travel through hyperspace if you have direct coordinates and you're launching from a specific point and you're out of any gravity well. JK, you can do it and land inside a planet. JK, you can do it from inside a ship. JK, you can do light speed skipping, which is hilarious because light speed is very rarely used in Star Wars, except when J.J. Abrams is involved, because he gets confused easily.
I
What
do
about doing the
appreciate.
Kessel Run?
Oh my god, I do appreciate that there was like a wink and a nod towards like jumping to hyperspace from Atmo, in this fucking book, because I was just like, because that's a thing that like people were like asking questions about, and I think it became a larger question. Like at some point during Rebels, Hera does it. She jumps to hyperspace from atmosphere, and people are like, "What? You can do that?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, we meant
They
that
did
the
it in
whole
Rogue One.
time." Hmm.
They did it
Yeah,
in Rogue
yeah,
One
Rogue
too.
One
And
too.
Yes,
people
yes,
were
thank you.
I remember being on Star Wars Reddit back then, and people were
God
really
bless
pissed.
you.
Fuck.
I really feel like they need to have a movie where
It
the
was
main character tries to do
2016. It
that.
was a different time.
Oh my god, truly.
I
They really
actually
need
liked
to end,
Star
like-
Wars back then.
You know what? It would actually make perfect sense for them to do this in The Mandalorian, because that's the sort of self-referential show that series has become. But just have a main character just fucking die because they tried to jump to hyperspace from inside a planet's atmosphere, but then it didn't work, and they're the proverbial like, yeah, you could do it, but you're probably gonna die. Like,
There's
we've
a
only
shitty
seen the
pilot
people
that
who
does
lived
it,
do
yeah.
it. We have perception bias.
Oh my god. If I never see Lightspeed skipping again, it'll be too fucking soon. But
The Green Dread Pirate Roberts actually died by trying to go to light speed from Atmo.
oh my god. I hate you. Um. Anyway, I mean, I have my theories that the gravity's heart that the Nile are building are what's pulling ships out of hyperspace and fucking around because it's a giant fucking gravity well, and I think that's how it works. I think that's
Yeah,
pretty. I feel like that already explained itself, but like, I don't know. I want to know. Tell me more fun facts about hyperspace, please.
I'm very interested to see how that works out. Like, what a very specific concept to have as kind of the point, like the part of the book that pulls all the storylines together. It's like they're just dropping out of hyperspace, man. like, Syl is talking to Xylophone. He's like, so they were over here between Hosnian Prime and Kessel, and she's like, that's the others. Like, not that the galaxy makes sense in terms of like having any kind of spatial
Time, distance, what is a parsec, whatever.
relationships, but she's like, that's the other side of the fucking galaxy, man. It's like me,
Also-
like I drove to Seattle last weekend and I got lost and now I'm in Philadelphia.
It's
like, what?
Yes. I also love how you were like, it pulls all the story because gravity is a force because it's pulling the storylines. Nice. Fuck you.
I did love how Xylophone, because that's just what we're calling him
That's
now,
what we're calling him now.
is like, it's not possible to pull ships out of hyperspace with a gravity well. And I'm like, man, you would go to the future and be so confused, because that's like a very like not basic, but like not super advanced technology that the
It's-
Empire has by the end.
It's a popular bad guy move for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that just made me giggle a little bit. Like, yes, this is the past.
The other thing I'm really interested in, so we haven't like really gotten a ton of information on how Mari Santaka works. I don't know if that's the right verb there, but
That's
you
the
know,
old
I
lady,
feel like
right?
it is.
yeah. What?
That's the old lady.
Yes. So we haven't gotten a whole lot of information about that. We just know that she's got some sort of almost it feels like the Force, that she's able to come up with all these hyperspace paths that the Nile have been using that no one has discovered before. And now we know that they're only temporary, which I think is real fucking interesting.
Did we not know that
because
before?
I don't.
We did not.
No, we did
Oh
not.
shit. Okay.
Yeah. So because Xylophone starts talking about how like all these like celestial body shifts like determine whether or not it's possible to actually even jump, and I'm just like, ooh.
I loved his big like red string situation he had.
Mhm.
Like,
yes,
just in his
conspiracy
apartment.
theory board. Yeah.
He's like, okay, so here's all the existing hyperspace lanes. Here's where they've dropped in and dropped out. And here's all the fucking space science. I was like,
Yep.
I love this.
I know.
Hi,
Mhm.
Tony.
I'm so into it. So yeah, no, I hats off to Justina Ireland. I don't know how she got such honestly specific, language and rules for hyperspace. I guess like past the story group who would love to keep everything as vague as humanly possible, but she did it because she's a fucking hero, and we love that.
Honestly, shocking.
All right, other things.
So we've met the Graphs. I do love
Who
how
are not-
Xylophone literally
Not the
does
same as the
stereo-
Santekas.
Not the same. Famously, not the same
Different
as the
different
Santekas.
people, not the folks we met in the other book.
Yes.
Yeah, which also sidebar. I'm sure we're gonna meet Syl's ex at some point because she got mentioned. But like,
I
you
am
were
so
dating a
excited for
Santeka.
this.
I know. I was like, you were dating a Santeka girl.
Yeah.
This whole episode that you guys have been saying Santeca, I've been trying to figure out where the hell that name comes from, and I just now realized it's the dude from Force Awakens.
Nailed
This
it.
is true. This is true.
Who?
You know the old dude who gives Poe the map
my God.
inexplicably to Luke Skywalker because JJ needs a MacGuffin?
His name's Lor Santeca.
His
Yeah.
name is Lor Santeca.
Oh my god, my head just exploded. Man?
If only we'd talked about this in a previous episode.
Carrying on the Christian tradition of what is anyone's name ever?
Yes.
I've asked about him like so many times before.
And you have.
I don't know his fucking name. He's the old guy.
sick.
But yeah, like it's very much they're very like Montague and Capulet, very very Sharks and Jets.
Wow.
Stellan is Officer Krupke.
Oh my god!
I do absolutely love how Xylophone comes up.
I'm getting
and
a
does
fucking divorce.
The stereotypical, I'm Xylan Graph. Yes, of those graphs. Like, okay, guy. Take
Nobody
it down
asked.
a notch.
Nobody asked. She's like, who the fuck? Like, I'm just trying to have my shitty food. Like, my shitty fucking, like, space French dip. It was a stew, but French dip is, like, the peak dive bar food that I always want.
Is it?
I always want a French dip. I've never had a good French dip.
They serve French dip at a dive bar?
I was gonna say,
So
is it
random.
because you ordered it at a dive bar?
Maybe I've only had French dips at dive bars.
It's a big day for Burb, y'all. She
But, like-
realized who Lor Santeca is. She realized why she's never had a good French dip.
It's always exactly what I want it to be.
That I will give you.
I'm
Like,
It's not objectively good, but I sure do appreciate it.
it's a high floor, low ceiling sandwich, to be sure.
I'm
Yeah.
still stuck on Stellan being Officer Krupke, and so I will be for the rest of this week.
Like, we are up to no fucking good here.
Do you need the timestamp for the divorce proceedings?
No, we're
Here,
just
Your
gonna make the
Honor.
court. We're gonna make the court listen to this whole
This
goddamn
whole
episode.
thing. Oh my god. It's like that I Think You Should Leave sketch where she reads every single.
Yep. Oh my fucking god! Did you see Brian's hat?
Oh, I was making a point. What was it? There was a thought.
French dip.
No, it was before that. Oh yeah, she just dated a Santeca,
Very
and
casually.
like she's like, what is the metaphor I want to use? I don't know. But she's like some
Cool.
like shitty little space hauler. She's like, so I had a girlfriend. She was real nice to me.
We touched
Her
mouths.
family owns several buildings on Coruscant.
Several planets, just normal shit.
I'm very excited for the ex-girlfriend to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because
I'm
they're
pretty sure-
teenagers. It's gonna be messy.
Oh, absolutely. And I like she's about to show up because they're on her planet. Vern is anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
I wonder if we've seen her already,
what?
flying through on a speeder, perhaps.
Oh
Yeah.
that was it. Okay.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
perfect sense.
But also, I do love how Syl has known Xylophone for like a day, and yet she's like, when he like shows her the building, he's like, this was my trial to become a true graph, to make this building profitable.
And she's like, "Where's the roof 2,000 stories up so I can throw myself off, please?"
It's very if anybody has ever seen The Good Place, the guy who's like, I took my father's $12 million company and turned it into a $13 million company. Thank you very much. Like that was Xylophone's trial.
big that energy. Oh my god.
I love that she just sat on his dog.
I love the dog though.
It's a good
She's
dog.
a good girl.
Listen,
She's
who
a
among us
good
hasn't
girl.
seen a big dog and wanted to sit on it?
Uh-huh.
Great point.
Cozy fucking dog.
I'm imagining it as like a big fluffy white dog, like a. You just want to cozy up into it.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
like
I've in D&D made dogs people can ride. I think that's like a
yeah.
universal human experience.
Mhm.
Yes.
Just wanna-
Universal human experience. I want the big dog. I know they describe the dog as having
Big
like
dog.
extra eyes and limbs and stuff, but I keep thinking I just keep picturing Naga from Legend of Korra.
Oh, that one makes far more sense. I was picturing a dog version of Heimlich
Big
from A Bug's
dog.
Life.
Chris, what?
Well, because like I don't like bugs. I don't think they're cute, and the dog has 6 legs. But I was like, what's cute and has 6 legs? What's that fat
Bugs?
caterpillar from A Bug's Life? His name is Heimlich.
To be fair, this part is also about anti-capitalism.
Can you wrap up the pod? I've had it with you.
I sure can. As the music we all hear starts to play.
Mhm.
Do, 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 do,
It's
do,
not
do,
playing.
do,
It's
do, do.
It's fine.
Don't
No,
ruin
it's
the
happening.
magic of radio, Ash. For our next episode, we're going to be continuing with Out of the Shadows and reading chapters 12 through 24. If you have the means, first and foremost, please donate to the Palestinian Feminist Collective. And then, if you wish to flush your money direct...
Plays guitar.
I'm sorry.
That's our new outro.
Don't be sorry.
Actually,
I was gonna ask if you knew. I was gonna ask if you knew "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz, but I don't know if you're old enough for
Fuck
that reference.
Oh,
is that wait?
no.
Is that
No, I don't. I don't know it on guitar. I do know it on ukulele though.
Of
You know
cour-
what? We'll allow it.
Of
We'll
course,
allow
on ukulele.
We'll
Of
allow
course, of course, of course.
Do you know how many people fucking asked me to play that song as a teenager?
That is the quintessential teen boy guitar player
I know, just
experience.
trying to
so I'm
bag
glad
all
that
the
you didn't
chicks.
miss out on that.
Jeepers.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was doing
Yep.
with my
Yep.
ukulele.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. The
I'm
best.
sorry, I derailed it at the worst time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because we never fucking do that.
I never derailed
This was
it.
a-
I did not just bring up Jason Mraz.
This was a very
Anyway.
focused podcast episode.
Anyway, if you want to flush your money down the toilet after giving it to a good cause, you can join the Tashi Station Radio Patreon at www.patreon.com/TashiStation. The $1 tier gets you access to the Patreon Slack. The $2 tier, new as of, I don't know, mid-2023. You can watch me or Kate, often Kate, stream. Kate has been going through Red Dead Redemption 2. She's going to be starting The Last of Us 2 remasters shortly.
I've been playing Red Dead Redemption, and what he means is mostly crashing into trees.
Yes.
Just doing backflips off my horse and crashing into trees.
And for those who have seen the streams, just know that for every tree she crashes into on stream, there's 1,000 more off stream that y'all aren't seeing.
It's true.
I didn't know that you could crash into a tree in Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, you can crash into trees and rocks and fences, and sometimes I crash
I
into.
don't know, Kate.
I
I guess I'm just good at video games, and that was never a problem.
Listen, sometimes I crash into other people, and then they get mad and they pull a gun on me. You know, it's
Kate's a regular Vernestra Rowe in the saddle, everybody.
Fucking.
Oh my god.
Also, you can support us by giving us coffee at ko-fi.com/bookwars.
What is the divorce timestamp? Damn.
And when you do, we'll be sure to post an extra picture of one of the good boys and girls of the pod, Argos, Orca, Tony, Wedge, and Tifa. Our theme song, should it be added to this in post, is Whiz Bang by Poddington Bear. Our logo and artwork are by Joe Butera Design, and our audio and production are done by our very own Ashton at Ash Jeffies.
Hey, that's me.
I'm from all of us here at the Book Wars pod, from Kate, Miranda, Ashton, Keeks, Rana.
I saw the brain fart happening in your eyes as you were just like, what's the last sentence I usually do?
Yeah, it's been a minute. From all of us, I'm Chris. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you again next episode.
Wow.
Oh boy.